Welcome to Tuesday, August 25th, 2020. Finally, changes are coming, folks. We need to be patient here for a few more days, but a lot of things are going to happen which will change the dynamics weather-wise across the entire western United States and the western high plains. Changes we've all been waiting for over the last couple of weeks. Subtropical moisture is arriving. We did see some rain-producing showers and thunderstorms yesterday in some areas, especially the mountains of southern Wyoming and northern Colorado. That helped a little bit with the fires. That subtropical moisture will increase relative humidity and will help the firefighting effort here over the next few days. And rain-producing thunderstorms are now possible through the weekend. I'm not guaranteeing rain for everybody, far from it. But some of you will get rain between now and the weekend with this subtropical moisture from what was left of Hurricane Genevieve. Big changes are still on schedule to arrive next Monday and Tuesday. Is the weather going to do a 180? So this is a major pattern shift as we go into September. And this is going to help out with the smoke. This is going to help out with the heat. This should help out, at least initially, with the precipitation. Now let's take a look at where we are right now. We still have this big high pressure ridge. So today, desert heat comes right on in. So today is going to be another real scorcher, another hot day. Here is now Hurricane Laura out in the Gulf, and this is going to be making a lot of news here over the next few days. Now what happens going forward, this is Thursday. Laura goes into East Texas. Watch out, Houston. But the high pressure ridge, notice that it weakens. It's not as strong. That is going to help with temperatures and allow a little more instability in the atmosphere. By Friday, we see the high pressure still in its weakening state and a little bit further to the south. What's left of Laura goes up into the Corn Belt and Midwest. And then what we see developing is a more northwest wind flow aloft. So instead of the air coming up from the deserts, it's coming from the Pacific Northwest. So Friday and Saturday, you're going to notice temperatures dropping. Not a lot, but enough to notice. Here's that subtropical moisture. Now this is as of noon today. Notice this big green blue plume of higher humidity air coming around the high that's here. So this is what was Genevieve that was here several days ago and is now coming on in. So this is why there's some help with the fires, higher humidity air. Now there's going to be dry lightning in some areas, that's a concern, but there's a little bit of help on the way there. By Wednesday night into Thursday, the plume moves overhead, moves through, and is over most of the region. Now by Monday, high pressure in the Gulf of Alaska is still forecasted. So when there's a ridge in the Gulf of Alaska, we go to the fridge. Northwest winds aloft will drag what's going to be a pretty good little cold front in right here. There's another secondary cold front in behind it. This is by Monday morning. So by Sunday night into Monday, colder air invades from the north. The high pressure ridge, it's gone, completely gone. Now what we are going to see will be a dramatic shift in temperature. And what I want to show you here are the three major computer models that we use to make our forecasts, especially in the longer range, and show you the agreement on the cold. Now this is for noon Tuesday, and what you see here, we see the green, blue, and purple. Green, blue, and purple means below average temperatures. The numbers are temperatures forecasted to be relative to average. When you start seeing 20 to 30 degree below average temperatures, that is a big cold front. That is a big swing in temperatures. So we're looking at high temperatures on Tuesday. This is according to the European model. That'll be 20 to 30 degrees below average. Look at the Canadian model. This is the Canadian model that is showing, look at this bullseye around Casper and Riverton, of 40 to 42 degrees below normal. If this happens, it'll snow in some areas. Now, I think this is a low probability, but this shows you the intensity of the cold front. Now, this is the American model, or what we call the GFS. It's certainly colder, but not as cold. So we have the European model, which is very cold relative to normal, a big swing. The Canadian, which is off the charts cold and probably not likely. The GFS model is a lot cooler, but not as extreme as the other two models. Likely what you have in these situations is a middle ground between this model and this one. This one is an outlier, but it's on the table. We'll keep an eye on it. Look at the snow forecast. This is from the European model. I think the chance of the first high mountain peaks to get dusted with a little bit of snow early next week is certainly on the table with this storm system in front that's coming in early next week. One thing you always got to remember about the weather and the climate systems in general is that Mother Nature is always looking to balance things. So when you have one extreme, the other extreme can come in right behind it to try to average or smooth things out. That's why we talk about average highs, average lows, but those are just basically made up of extremes. So we're going to go from one extreme to another. And as we get into this time of year, when we're close to the seasons changing, this is to be expected. Now, I showed you a map earlier, and I'm doing this just for fun. This is just for fun. Don't take this too seriously. But if that Canadian model is correct, look at that. That is talking about 7 to 8 inches of snow over portions of central Wyoming. And that's not in the mountains, folks. Now, I don't think this is realistic, but this just highlights the shift. The 180 we're going to have from hot, dry, smoky to much cooler, wet conditions, or at least the potential to get wet in many areas with this frontal system. We'll update you more as we go on through the week with the change coming next week, but finally we've got some changes to talk about. See you on Wednesday.